Hi, this is Janine from InvestNet Yodlee. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the SwaggerTool in order to see our Yodlee APIs in action. So let's get started. Now in our SwaggerTool, we've made it easy for you to generate tokens. So there are two tokens we want to generate, the co-brand session token and the user session token. I'm just going to use my username and password that I've used for the developer portal in order to obtain my co-brand username password as well as my test user accounts. So it generates a co-brand session token and a user session token. So when implementing this in the code, you want to do the co-brand login and reference your co-brand username and password. Just make it a point not to confuse it with your developer portal login. So this will be the username and password needed in order to generate a co-brand session token. You can actually test it out here in our SwaggerTool. And congratulations! You've just successfully tested out generating a co-brand session token within the SwaggerTool. So our next step is to log in a user. Let me go back to my account. Let me get one of my user sessions. And you've now generated your user session token. So please note when you're generating these tokens using the SwaggerTool, there's one of two ways you can do it. We've set it up for you where we pull in your username and password to generate the tokens instantly so you can go straight to testing out the API calls. Or you can use co-brand login and the user login in order to generate those session tokens. So let's go to our providers. We have the provider ID to add an account, update an account, get the providers, as well as get the providers' details. We're going to start off with providers. So our sample input, co-brand name, which for the developer portal will be the REST server, and the name DAG, which is our DAG bank account, which we've put together in our previous tutorial. So when implementing this API call, you want to, the user will type in, let's say, the first few letters of the bank. And the other fields, as you can see, are not required. Just the co-brand name is required. So it gives you the login URL as well as the logo and all this other great information. So I have added my accounts during the time we were going through the registration process. So what I want to do is now go to my accounts. I'm going to get my accounts, get the active ones. So these parameters are optional. So I just want a list of all my accounts, whether they're active, inactive, to be closed. So as you can see, I have my savings, my Wells Fargo, my DAG account should also be in here. I have some dummy account data here as well. So let's go to the account ID because I'd like to see more information on one of my accounts. I'm going to select this ID. I'm going to incorporate that there. Now please keep in mind for container, we're talking about whether it's a bank, credit card, investment, insurance, loan, reward, or bill account. This one is a bank. So here I have more detailed information on my bank accounts. Now going to transactions. The total number of transactions I have. Would be 877. Now in order to get the transactions, these are all optional in terms of adding the container, whether it's a debit or credit, the merchant, transaction search text, account ID. And this will return all transactions utilizing this request URL. This will return all transactions. This will return all transactions. So in our next tutorial, we'll actually take a look at some of the sample code provided to us in order to test out these Yodlee APIs. Meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to get us on live chat or email us at yiEvangelism@yodelee.com. Thank you and happy coding!